What's up, Fate Family? Drivers Guide to Board, Just YT here, and welcome back to another Diecast review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Rainbow Thomas the Tank Engine from All Engines Go, specifically the Fisher-Price metal engines variant of the vehicle. Now, right up front, I've already reviewed the normal version of Thomas the Tank Engine, and I thought that it was okay if you were part of like a certain demographic that actually watched the show, but for the general diecast collecting public, this really has no value unless you're just, that enamored with the build quality of these metal engines, which are actually pretty good. But, when it comes to this, I'm not entirely sure what the point is. At least with the other Thomas the Tank Engine diecast that I reviewed, it was just a stock standard Thomas, and so it would just sell on recognizability and like the brand name and everything, and he's just the main character. But when it comes to things like this, what's exactly the point here? I mean, you made a Rainbow Thomas. I don't know if this is for Pride Month or what, regardless of whether I understand this train or not. We're still here to review it, so let's open this baby up and see what exactly it's all about. These things are always a pain in the ass to open. There we go. Here we go. They make these so people like me can't get into them. What does that tell you? Anyway, yeah, this is the Rainbow Thomas the Tank Engine. Definitely unique. This is very colorful, I will say that. This is honestly substantially different from the last Thomas the Tank Engine that we've reviewed on this show. This is, it's the same frame and everything, but it's obviously visually distinct, and I think they used a different sort of material for the funnel and the what's that called, like the smoke box or whatever, because as you can see, there's a slight glittery, somewhat translucent material used for that. And I think on the main Thomas the Tank Engine diecast, it was just black. So yeah, I say that's a pretty cool detail. It really does add to the overall colorful aesthetic that they were going for with this thing. Yeah, I think in terms of playability and appeal to children, this is a lot better than a normal version of Thomas, because it has color and it's just more vibrant. It doesn't feel like just a normal train. A train that's been bastardized to all hell from what it was originally supposed to be. But the old one just felt like a normal train. This it feels much more representative of the show that it's coming from, and so I can at least appreciate that. And as always, the build quality is really good. The connections are also good on this. When we reviewed Kana, we had an issue where she didn't have any connection points up at the front, but only at the back. So you wouldn't be able to hook her up from the behind, but you would be able to hook her up from the front. And to me, that was an issue, because if these things are supposed to be interconnected and you're supposed to have like these interlocking pieces right here, then why do you not have a connection right here when you could easily have one? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, and it lowers like the actual value of the toys, and it messes up the playability. But this doesn't really have that issue, and I'm glad to see it. I should have mentioned it in the Gordon review, but I am glad to see that this has the normal amount of connections, that they didn't just skimp out on it for no reason. But yeah, either way, I honestly feel like that's all I have to say about this. Like I said in the last video, I just have less and less to say about these, because I don't care. I don't care about All Engines Go. I don't care about these specific characters that like I'm reviewing, because I hate the show, and I hate the fact that I spent I think nearly $15 on buying these. So I'm really just mad, and I'm trying to stay positive, but there's really only so much positive you can say when when you feel like Mattel's just scammed you out of $15. You're just trying to do what you can to keep your show alive. But oh man, but either way, moving on into recommendations, which we probably should have moved on into about 2 or 3 minutes ago. I don't recommend this to the general diecast buying public. This is not worth it. But if you're a fan of All Engines Go, then please go ahead and buy this instead of buying the psychiatric services that you very clearly need, because the $4 price tag that this comes with is not worth. And I'm surprised that because of all the coloring and the rainbow variation stuff, that this wasn't more expensive than usual. But even then, $4. This really isn't even worth $3. or $2 if we want to keep it $1.50 here. But either way, I think that'll wrap it up for my review of the Rainbow Thomas the Tank Engine from All Engines Go. As always, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to stick around for more Diecast content, and I will see you guys in the next one. And as always, giggity, 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 good. Stick around.